37 tornadoes strike the U.S. in a single day. They tear across multiple states within hours. Millions sit directly in projected paths. Forecasters warn the next outbreak is already forming. The window to prepare is shrinking. The system is intensifying. The United States is now tracking a sharp escalation in severe weather activity across the Midwest and Southeast. The National Weather Service has issued overlapping tornado watches covering more than 145,000 square miles. Wind speeds exceed 120 miles per hour and multiple confirmed touchdowns. Damage assessments from FEMA estimate early losses above $1.8 billion. Power grids are failing. Over 420,000 customers have already lost electricity. Emergency shelters are reaching capacity in parts of Mississippi and Alabama. State governors have declared emergencies, unlocking federal response funds. A proposed update to early warning siren systems remains delayed in legislative review. It has not been deployed. Previous pilot programs in Oklahoma failed to reach rural populations in time. But here is the detail that tells the real story. The data behind these storms is incomplete. Key atmospheric readings from privately operated weather stations are not being integrated into federal forecasting models. Insurance companies have quietly adjusted risk maps without public disclosure. Industrial zones continue operations during active tornado watches under outdated safety exemptions. The warnings exist, but they are fragmented, delayed, and in some cases, withheld. In 2011, the 2011 super outbreak set a benchmark for destruction. It killed 324 people across 15 states. That year, federal agencies began expanding Doppler radar coverage. In 2013, the NOAA Storm Prediction Center introduced enhanced risk categories. By 2016, researchers at NASA identified shifting jet stream patterns linked to warming ocean temperatures. In 2018, internal reports warned that tornado season was expanding beyond traditional months. Those warnings did not translate into infrastructure upgrades. In 2020, budget reallocations reduced funding for rural warning systems. In 2022, multiple states approved construction projects in high-risk corridors without updated zoning laws. Each decision layered risk onto an already unstable system. Each delay narrowed the margin for survival. Now, in 2026, those accumulated failures are colliding with increasingly volatile atmospheric conditions. Dr. Victor Gensini from Northern Illinois University said this: "We are seeing tornado environments occur more frequently and in places that are less prepared." That statement confirms a structural shift. Tornadoes are no longer confined to predictable regions. They are spreading eastward into densely populated areas. The frequency of high-risk storm days has increased by over 25% since 2000. That means what used to be a once-in-a-decade pattern is now appearing every few years. The scale is no longer regional. It is national. The system is not adapting at the same speed as the threat. Marcus Hill is standing outside what used to be his home in Rolling Fork. He is 42. His shirt is covered in dust and insulation fibers. His hands are shaking as he sifts through splintered wood and broken glass. His daughter's backpack lies half buried under debris. He lifts it carefully, checks inside, then sets it aside. Around him, entire blocks are flattened. He has not slept in 36 hours. He is waiting for a relief truck that has not arrived. The sirens never activated in his neighborhood. His reality is not an exception. It is the outcome of a system that failed at every level. The American Meteorological Society has issued a direct warning. They state that current forecasting and response systems are not aligned with the emerging risk profile. Dr. Harold Brooks has publicly contradicted reassurances, stating this: "We cannot rely on historical patterns anymore. The baseline has changed. This is not a temporary surge. It is a structural failure." The sky is turning green over a quiet stretch of highway. Winds are picking up dust and bending metal signs. Power lines sway, then snap. Sirens begin, then cut out mid-signal. A funnel forms in the distance, thin at first, then widening as it touches the ground. Debris lifts into the air. Cars are abandoned. Doors hang open. Who receives the warning in time when systems fail mid-alert? What happens to communities that exist outside updated risk maps? How many more nights like this before the pattern becomes permanent? The conditions are set. The systems are strained. The warnings are not enough. This will continue to escalate until the failures are addressed or the damage becomes irreversible. Collapse.